What's up, everybody? Welcome to Podcast Now. I'm Alex, and in this video, I got to talk about a gigantic, rumor. We have to call it a rumor. We'll talk about why, as the video goes on, but a rumor of many Avatar, and not, James Cameron's Avatar. No, the real Avatar, one of which being an RPG game. Okay, so there's a lot to talk about, so let's just kind of jump into the article. Now, the reason I call it a rumor is this literally comes from avatarnews.com, okay? It's a fan-run site. It's like an unofficial, it's dedicated to Avatar. Now, what does that mean? Well, it means, obviously, things are rumors, but in terms of my belief in this person, it means that I think they probably know a thing or two, or they know a person or two, right, that could get them a little bit of information. So here's what they said. Let's just read it out, and we'll go over my kind of impressions of it. I have some huge news for you today. A console RPG of Avatar and also an Avatar MMO are in development at undisclosed game studios in collaboration with Paramount's Avatar Studios. Not just that, but these are just two of the four games, at least four games in development, including a Square Enix mobile game announced last year, and at least one other game. And at least one of all these games will feature the original ATLA characters recast with new Asian and indigenous voice actors, voice matches of the originals. Just be clear, that is for the voice acting in video games, not live action acting in the Netflix show. These have been in development in secret for a pretty long time now, and they're coming much sooner than you think. That's all I can say. For the first one, the RPG is a vague descriptor. It could end up overlapping with similar action-adventure genres to varying extents. I don't have details on gameplay or anything like that. I'm guessing this could be where the ATLA characters could show up, since based on the info I have, voice casting took place at about the same time, or about the right time in development. But again, it could be in any of the video games. For the MMO, I don't know what platform it'll be on, or if it'll be related to the console game. One last thing I can confirm more or less, that the reason there was no Avatar Studios movie show info at the Paramount event this week is because it was just indeed too early. So that was, again, talking about a little something different. So, my dear God. So, I tweeted this out. I saw this rumor on Twitter, and this just gets me excited. I wouldn't even consider myself, I truly wouldn't. I gotta be honest. I'm not the most diehard Avatar fan of all time, but I definitely am a fan. I've always liked the show, or I've always, I guess, liked the property, let's say, right? I think and honestly, I've never put too much thought into, if you can believe it, I've never put too much thought into an Avatar, any game, any kind of game, an RPG, an MMO. When people ask me, like, what games would you ever like to see, if they're original or maybe based off of an existing franchise, I don't think I ever would arrive at Avatar. And that's a sin on me, okay? That's a sin that's going to follow me the rest of my life, because I really think, now reading it, right? Now knowing, most likely, it's coming. I believe this guy. I'll just say it, right? Now knowing that it's coming, the possibilities are incredible. And again, when I tweeted this out, like, this got people excited. I'm glad to see it. I really am, because, just think about that for a second, right? An MMO really would be an expanded version, a hugely expanded version of what you'd probably imagine for an RPG, right? Because anything you could say for the RPG, sure, certain things would probably be toned down for the MMO, but then also other things would be turned up, So an RPG, picking your class, which I would imagine in this case would be like which nation you're a part of, leveling up your skills, so your abilities of being able to cast these. It's insane, going around and taking, main quests, side quests, exploring the world, exploring things with these characters that we know. It's insane what you can do. And then again, the MMO, maybe it would be a little less story heavy. I think with the RPG, you could probably push the story elements a little bit more. But, some MMOs actually tell incredible stories. So the MMO may be slightly less there. But then you would imagine, well, the gameplay would probably be different than what the RPG is. But the MMO, think about MMO gameplay, right? The vast amount of move sets that you have and you unlock, and you just keep going and keep going. It could be insane, and like raids and stuff. Right? It's obviously that's a little boiled down of what these games can be, but I think the potential is gigantic. Now, there's also potential that this thing could come out and just be absolute garbage. That's definitely possible, but I'm going to look on the bright side for now, just because just seeing it on paper, right, or seeing it on screen, I guess, and then thinking about it, it's like, yeah, I never, again, like, I've never really thought about an Avatar RPG, like a Witcher-like game, but for Avatar, I've never really thought of that in my free time, but that doesn't mean I don't want it. You know what I mean? That doesn't mean that it doesn't that it couldn't work, because I absolutely do think that it could. So let me know what you guys think about this news. Again, I didn't actually. I feel like I read the entire thing already once, but I guess I don't think I read that last part where it's like, oh, this could actually be coming relatively soon. So maybe we don't have too much longer to wait on it. But again, let me know what you think. Make sure you guys are subscribed to the channel. Hit the bell icon so you guys know when all these videos go up. All my social media is in the description below if you guys want to check it out. And I hope to see you all on the next video.